Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I certainly did. Got a lot of gardening done, and I'm here today with a design team haul and project share from you artists, and I'm going to show you what I was sent. Right, I've taken things out of wrappers, or at least tried to. So here is the first one. This is an 11 by 5 collection of papers, and I just zoom in on the covers there so that you can see these wonderful images. You've got Humpty Dumpty and moons, and I'm going to show you close-ups of that. But what I noticed is on the backs of each of the front covers, you get all these cut aparts, or you get larger images that you can fussy cut. So look, there's the dish run away with the spoon and the lady in the boot. I just think that's wonderful. Those lambs, gorgeous for Easter. But this one is called Mother Goose. Right, I'm going to try and make a little bit of space as I move along. And this is a Humpty Dumpty. There it is. Tiny little print. And then you've got that gorgeous sort of like laurel leaf cable design on the back. Now, I'm hoping that my camera is picking up true, because this is actually a lovely cream colour. And I'm going to see how many of these sheets we actually get. Right, so there's 2 of those. Move things along, and then you've got this lovely spring flower, and then on the back you've got that gorgeous pixel, which is great for all occasions, including boys, of course. And there's 2 of those. And then you've got this lovely dancing cat, which is an image of a boy and of a girl. And then on the back of that you've got that beautiful plaid. Now, that's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if you didn't want to use the cats, you could use that one for the 4th of July or all of your sort of like picnicky dyes, and that would look good, and your kitchen stuff. And then next we've got a blue plaid, and then on the reverse of that you've got the little sheep and dogs and gooses. Look, you've even got a little mouse. Isn't that pretty? I do like Mother Goosey things. And of course this one is the same. And then you've got the larger image there, which is great for a scrapbook layout, or you can just trim it down to card size and pick out elements that you want. And there are 2 of those. On the reverse you've got those lovely cheerful little moons. Try and get a clear picture with those stars. That's nice as well if you wanted to make a kind of really sweet Halloween card. And then you've got grey, polka dot with white. I do like grey. And then you've got that gorgeous red stripe, which could be used. It's got a slight gloss to it. That could be used for Christmas. It's a red with almost a craft beigey brown backgrounds there. It's just my camera and the light. Sometimes it's not as true as it should be. And then the next one that I was sent, I'll put my sheet of plastic down that was dividing them, because I do put all my large sheets of paper into metal baskets for storage. I've got this big drawer system, and this one is called Valentine, and you can see the cover there. But if I flip the cover over, you've got those elements that you can use, or you can use them as little cut aparts. I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. I love that heart ice cream cone. Let's get in there. Really, really sweet. And that panda is just beautiful. And the next set of sheets that you get in that, you get 2 of each. And you've got that lovely envelope with a little heart. and that's really, really cute. And then if I flip that over, you've got those lovely red roses. Now this is not showing true on my camera at all, because these are dark blood red, and they're almost looking orange on here. So I haven't got a clue what is going on there, but I promise you they're dark blood red. Now this one is hearts and arrows, and that's really pretty. And when we turn that over, 2 sheets again, you get that kind of candy heart background, which is really, really pretty. So that's that one. And then we get rabbits, which of course great for Easter, great for spring cards, not just for Valentine's. Aren't they lovely? I love their little legs. And then you get this red, which is showing orange again, plaid. So this is a dark red that is actually the same colour as the roses I just showed you. So camera malfunction again. And then this one, you've got the cats with the bouquets of flowers, and you've got pandas, you've got rabbits, you've got cupids with bows. Just really, really lovely. 2 sheets again, and then the reverse of that one. This time, this is orange. And orange looks almost salmon pink. But no, I promise you, this is orange. Oh, I just don't know how to fix that. If anybody knows how to fix the colour on a camera, please let me know. And this one is showing true. This is a soft red plaid or check. And then the background of that, which is gorgeous, is those little watercolour heart balloons. And if I turn that one back over, you can see how that complements that. Just lovely. And then we come back and we've got humorous pandas as the last 2 sheets. And they're sort of like throwing their arms in the air and skipping about. And then you've got that lovely black and pale pink candy background on that one. And you can see how that one complements that. Just really, really cute. So I'm going to just drag those papers back over so that I'm not making a mess everywhere, and try to tidy myself up so that I can show you all of the other stuff. And I'll just pop those down there, and then I'll get the smaller pads. And the smaller pads that I was sent are, this one is just married, and you get several sheets in here that are the same. You get 2 of 12 designs, so you're getting 24 sheets, and they are double. And there you've got the cutter parts on the other side of the cover again. And then you've got this lovely swirly Baroque style. It's very, very soft pink. And then you've got the car and the groom and the bride's clothing on that nice grey background. A lot of these actually complement each other throughout the packs. And there you've got white rose petals on a black background, and you've got that lovely plaid. Wow, I'm just plaid mad, me. That rhymes, doesn't it? And then we've got cars and dresses in miniature. And then if I flip that one over, you've got that lovely soft pink and darker pink pinstripe. And we've already seen those. And then you get these tags with just married, these little banners, miniature banners. And then you've got the groom's clothes there. And then we have wedding cakes. Let's see if I can get them the right way around. You've got little wedding cakes, and when you flip that over, you've got wedding cars, and you've also got bicycles there. And then we've got tiny little rose floral print. Flip that one over. That one's the cars. We've just done the banners. show you the cake again because I got that one mixed up. Look, you get the little bicycles with the baskets of flowers on that one. And then there is that plaid again. I can always, you know, use plaids. Absolutely love them. And the rose petals go onto the back of that one, so you can see how that complements. And then you've got the car and the clothing and the soft pink again. So that was that pack, and that's called Just Married. So I'll tidy that one up. And then my next one is A Baby Was Born, and this is the boy pack, and you get all different types of little animals. You get clothing icons. You've got that gorgeous black rose there, and you get a navy blue cable stitch design, and you're getting lots of craft colours in there. And you got those icons again that you can use. You can cut those apart. And then there is one of the backgrounds, which is like craft stock and all of those lovely baby clothes. You've got little boy's shoes and a beige stripe. And there's those lovely clothes again. And on the reverse, that craft dot. And then we've got pennant banners. So I'm trying not to repeat myself. And then there's that lovely navy rose. I really, really like that. And then you've got the little clothes again, the little onesies for boys. And when you flip that over, you've got the navy cable stitch design. You've got blue bows. So I have mixed some of these packs up, I'm afraid, because I was looking through them. And then you've got that lovely craft colour cable knit stitch. And of course, because it's double-sided, if that side was fastened down, you could cut your sort of like Christmas mittens and all sorts of things out of designs like this. It doesn't just have to be for babies. And then you've got those cute little animals. Let's get close in there. And they've all got crowns on their heads, those little teddy bears. And then the reverse of that is a navy check. And we've already seen the little shoes. And on the back, that sort of craft colour and cream stripe. And then one of the packs that I used on Friday, so I've already gotten into it, is the baby girl pack. And this one is very pretty. And those are the cut aparts that you get on the back cover of that one. Or you can just use it as a background for putting your die cuts onto. This is the one that I've used for my project today. And on that side, you've got little girly onesies. Then you've got soft colour pennant banner and pale pink roses. And then you've got these gorgeous, I think these are magnolia blossoms and roses. Just really, really pretty. And then you've got the border on the back. So you could cut sort of like a circle or a square to sort of like fit in there. And then carry on with your decoration. This gorgeous powder pink cable knit and little baby shoes, look. Aren't they sweet? Little mint green and pink bows. And then you've got that pink crochet on the back. Or should I say cream crochet? That's my camera playing up again. We just looked at the pennant banners and those flowers. Oh, and you've got that lovely star. I absolutely love this star pattern. And then you've got those little spring-looking wreaths on the back. Isn't it gorgeous? And then you get this one. And they've got little baby shoes in there. This is the one that I've used. And these pads are 5.5 inches. And we've just seen those. So I'm going to quickly pop these out of the way for a minute while I bring in the other stuff. Right, so this is what I made. I used my coin edge die from Surprise Creation, and I used my shoe dies. I will link these shoes below. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're a beautiful size. I use my Zootone Bling, this stuff. They're very, very pretty. In the middle of the little flowers on the shoes there, I put a little white satin bow, and these shoes match. Look at that. The tiny little shoes down there in that bouquet of flowers with that little onesie. Just really, really sweet. And I use the star paper to pick up the scattering of stars that you've got on the background of that. So these are the dies that I used. The coin edge, which is known as dashed on the Surprise Creation website. I call it a coin edge because to me it looks like the edge of a coin. So using that, and these are the shoes, and I'll do a quick measure of those so you can see exactly how big they are. When you cut them, they're 2.5 inches. They're just a gorgeous size. And then the width is 1.25 each. So those are the shoes that I used. And I was also sent some stamps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear my table, get some cardstock and an ink pad, and I'm going to show you how well these stamps stamp. I have not used them yet, so we can be pleasantly surprised together. Back in a minute. Okay, I got my stamp platform with a sheet of cardstock on it, and I've opened these up, and they certainly look photopolymer, not silicone. So let's stamp. I'm going to choose 2. I'm going to stamp 2. No, I'm not. I'm going to stamp 3. I'm going to do the swirly lollipop. I'm going to do the little unicorn. And I'm going to do a donut. So I'm just going to open my stamp tool up and pop those down. And then let's have a look. I like to stamp things all together. I know that you shouldn't, because in the making of stamps, sometimes not all stamps are of equal height, so they can be, you know, different pressures. But let's have a look at those 3 and see how well those do. So I'm going to pick those up, and they picked up nicely onto the lid there. I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black so that you can see it, and I'm just tamping them off there. Now sometimes with brand new stamps you get pooling of ink, and because I haven't used these yet, that may be very apparent or maybe not. Let's have a look. We'll soon find out. Yes, pooling of ink. You see, one of the things that I like to do with all stamps, and most people are horrified when I tell them, is that I take StazOn Black and I prime everything. I will tap the ink pad down onto the stamps, let the StazOn dry, and I leave it there. I do not clean the stamp. Now, do you see that? You see we've got different pressures. Now the donut has stamped. That is a partial stamp. So I'm going to take the donut off, and I'm going to stamp the unicorn and the lollipop again. As I said, you know, in the manufacture of stamps, not everything always comes out the same height. So let's see what happened there. We've got a little bit more unicorn. So that tells me that it's the lollipop that's the highest stamp. So I'm going to remove that one completely. And now I'm just going to do the unicorn. And push. Yeah, see? The unicorn is absolutely fine. So we'll just have to have half a lollipop on there. The lollipop will stamp. It's just that it's higher than all of the others. So I'm going to take my magnets away. I'll take that away. I'm going to clean my platform up in a minute because I like to keep it clean. And if I can find a piece of plastic, yep, I can just use the back off my stamps and just pop it under there for a second. And then I'm going to go in. I've got 3 touch 5 markers here. I've got lime green, I've got powder pink, and I've got cool grey. So just make sure I'm not going to be drawing on my backdrop. I'm going to go in with powder pink and do the donut. I hope you can see what I'm doing, so that we can see how these colour up here. Now, of course, if you're using alcohol markers, you do need to use Memento ink. Other inks, they just tend to bleed. I hear VersaFine Claire is very good, although I haven't used it myself. I've got so many other ink pads, I just, you know, I can't be bothered to buy more. I need to use up, you know, I think I must have 200 ink pads on my shelves, and I really do need to use those before delving into other things. So put that down there. Let's get a lot of green in there, and I'm going to put a bit there and a bit there. And then I'm just going to go back in with my powdery pink and pull that up. See what we've got. Well, that's a very, very cute unicorn, and it did stamp. And if I grab my grey, I can do the nose here. I would leave the rest of his body white, and I know that a donut isn't grey, but I'm going to do that. So yes, they absolutely do stamp, and that is user error. So I remember in future to stamp each one individually, and that the lollipop is slightly higher than the donut. The donut seems to, not higher, lower. The donut seems to be the highest one. So that's my error and not the stamp's error. Right, I hope you enjoyed today. Do check out UArtist. The paper quality is gorgeous at 250 GSM. It really is lovely thick cardstock. And I will be back tomorrow with who knows what. But you have a great day. Bye.